Business Month. Hello and welcome to the info session. Together we fund. Randy, thank you for your grace as we experience true technical difficulties.
Yes.
Just wow. Yes, I am happy to speak with you today. My
All I
fellow
can do is all we can do is laugh.
so yes, all we can do is laugh. I will cry later. But yes, let's just get into it. Thank you all for joining. If you have joined us, please tap into the chat if you are with us. And thank you so much. Please tag us. Please share with your friends. Today we're going to talk about Together We Fun, and more specifically metallic luxury, and the way Randy is planning to make generational impact on the city of Baltimore and beyond. So, really quickly, my name is Walton, the founder of Black Woman Owned, and we give Black woman owned businesses visibility through social and digital media to help increase their annual revenue. And sometimes that's by way of amplification. So, you find a new subscriber or a new follower, things that lead up to that purchase of the service or product. And we have a new campaign called Together We Fund, where we are directly impacting Black women owned businesses by driving economic growth through a new campaign that we like to call Together We Fund. And so, what we're going to do is have these different sessions and conversations that all lead up to one day, August 22nd, where we will be in live time with Randy and all of her supporters as we do a virtual call-a-thon to help her crowdfund. And so I'm so excited today to talk to you, Randy. Again, so appreciative of your grace as we experience these technical difficulties. Can you please give us an introduction to who you are and a little bit about your background before we get into your company, Metallic Luxury?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything that you have done today and before. I'm Randy. I'm the founder of Metallic Luxury, and my background actually isn't even in housing. I would have thought that by today I would have been a lawyer or going to law school. But being that I have a public policy and public administration background, I used to build products that can go through any regulatory system pretty much. So I will write the policies and check all the clauses and make sure they can go through international, federal, or city and local regulatory systems, medical products, insurances, all those things. I pretty much just was like, you know what? I wanted to try something new, and I could not afford my house. So we started to transition into all things housing policy, housing research, the market, the rates, all of those types of things. So my background traditionally is not in building homes, bricks, climate resiliency, anything. Okay.
And you know what? That just goes to show when you put your mind to it and you work hard and you do the research, you can do anything.
Okay. Okay.
You can. So let's get into Metallic Luxury. What is the company? And then tell us the mission, please.
Okay. So Matak Luxury is actually a sustainable community development company that focuses on building generational wealth through housing with foreclosure prevention. So we have made sure that we built a climate resilient house that can withstand all of the different features, all the different climate changes that we'll be experiencing in the next how many years, tens of years. But also including that we need additional financial education. And foreclosure is one of the most prominent ones right now because in Baltimore, Columbia, and I believe Towson, for every 400 and something homes, there's one foreclosure. So in our tri-town area that we operate in, we actually are just losing our homes. Our family members, people that are just our neighbors, are having financial difficulties that they don't know how to actually work through. And there, I feel as though we're providing people with additional resources before they purchase their house and allowing them to actually redefine what affordable housing looks like for them and not the market will actually push people into purchasing homes that are suitable for them 10 years down the line and not just 4 years down the line.
Very important. Thinking about longevity. Extremely important.
Yes.
Thank you for that
So
breakdown.
Yes.
Okay, so for all of you who don't know, we talked about what Together We Fund does. So Randy also, while creating this company, is at the same time crowdfunding to make sure that she's able to put up all the things necessary to make these modular homes come into existence. So Randy, tell us how much you are crowdfunding for.
We are crowdfunding for this month $100,000.
Yes, yes.
$100,000. We have a larger goal of 1 million, but right now we are sticking with $100,000 because that would allow us to purchase our first block of land and get started on our first project before the end of the year.
Awesome. Oh, that's very quick. So when you say block of land, how many homes are we talking about? And I know that there's private versus public. So if you buy a block of land, how many homes does that create?
So right now, with about $100,000, we can purchase at least 3 to 5 pieces of land privately in Baltimore City. If we're able to purchase them from the city, we can at least get 10 lots. That's about the average block in Baltimore City is like 10 to 13 lots. Some of them do need to be subdivided or repositioned, if that's the correct word, so that they have enough spaces. But the tradition, the home that we and desire or wish for our buyers to build that's suitable for them would fit the traditional townhome model that normally exists in Baltimore City.
Wow. That's a for $100,000 you can put up basically a block. That is
Yep. Yep.
I haven't heard of that. That's
Well, we can buy the
outstanding.
land. I don't know if we can. We putting up the house is going to add. We need some more money. That's why we need the whole
Yeah.
million. It doesn't take 1 million to build the entire block, but it will allow us to get started and
Yeah.
putting in that purchase with our modular manufacturing facility, because there are different requirements when you're building, when you're having prefabrication done before they actually reach the site location.
Okay. See, now we're talking. I'm like site location, prefabrication. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I would love for we've done a video before where you talk about timber and steel. Can you go into a little bit of detail about the modular home itself and some of the benefits? Because you talked about manufacturing. That doesn't necessarily happen everywhere. What are the details on that?
Okay, so we had this idea, this grander idea that we would use shipping containers. And what the best part about using the shipping container is a lot of the shipping containers that we have in any of the port cities have only been used once. They also come with
Mm.
certificates to say that they have never shipped hazardous materials or chemicals, so that someone can exist, cook in it, breathe in it, all those things, whether children or adults. But what's happening is we want to emphasize the use or the reuse of steel, recycling of steel. So it's not just the idea that this is a container home. This is a steel and timber home to actually reintroduce climate resiliency back into housing. So previously, when they built with just timber, with all the wood structures, they built homes so that water could seep through. Water had a place to exit. But with the way that our climate is changing, it's hot outside, it's very cold. We need to find a measure that allows the energy or something that's coming through the home to not exit, or to exit in an equal manner. So utilizing metal or steel will allow us to challenge net zero, which then equalizes the energy points that's coming into your home, reducing your energy consumption, by also providing you with things like rodents can't chew through steel. So you won't have, like in a traditional townhome, you ain't got mice coming through, the walls. You don't have any other little mites or whatever coming through the walls, because they just can't come through it. But also giving you things like fireproof. Steel is not something that can just immediately explode or transfer the fire through the house, which most timber homes, one side is inflamed, it's going to travel very quickly should it reach something that is flammable or whatever is existing in the house. But we are emphasizing the use of steel and timber homes, so that way people are purchasing homes they can learn how to maintain, but are not as costly and can actually go through the climate changes we're going to be experiencing.
Wow. Amazing. I'm in love with it. I think this is so awesome, and we are honored at Black Women Owned to assist while you are crowdfunding. But speaking of crowdfunding, you are doing it, and I love the way that you have chosen to crowdfund. Can we talk about Bonfire and how you are utilizing it to raise your money?
Yes. So I actually found Bonfire through Afia, my girlfriend from Morgan State University. She has a organization called Souls for Souls, and she did her fundraiser this past, I believe, spring through Bonfire. So I was like, oh, why not actually put our new logo and our phrase on the t-shirt and some totes, and just kind of start to actually spread the word so that people can visually see that Metallic Luxury is here. Like, we've existed for 5 years, but people don't know that we are ready to start building. And I think that giving them something or putting it on something that they feel happy enough to wear, that's still cute and comfortable, is would have been the same reason I bought one for Souls for Souls. I love the shirt. It feels great. It looks cute. And then of course I was supporting a mission and a friend that had something going on that was very dear to my heart. So it was just time to spread the word, and Bonfire really seems like one of the best options at this moment.
I love it. I think merchandise as a form of crowdfunding is genius, especially with an organization like Bonfire, when you are not doing all the packing and the sending, the shipping, the returns. All of that is handled with that company, which brings us to the portion of how do you raise a $100,000 when you're using a platform that does all that for you. So I want to give a little explanation. When Randi is going to use Bonfire, she receives a portion of the proceeds from that sale. So to make this $100,000, we worked backwards, okay? And this is something that we have to do a lot of times. We work backwards, and we try to figure out how many shirts and how many shirts need to be sold in order for her to reach this $100,000 goal. And that number is simply 12,500 shirts. And when you think about it, that's kind of simple. It could be done. It could be
It,
done.
it can be.
So, Randi, I want to talk about really quickly, if you can remember how much one shirt cost, and then we'll just kind of move into what it's going to look like to be a part of the Together We Fund event as we are trying to share this message of metallic luxury and get people to buy a few shirts.
Okay. So our shirts actually range from $30 to $35. They should be no more than $30, to be very honest. You will see two options. You'll see Metallic Luxury, the original gold logo. I believe it's on a black and as well as like a white t-shirt. But then you also have the tote that the Metallic Luxury original logo will go on as well. But then we have Black Women and Money go together, because why? For the good of all, to the harm of none, things get done, right? You know, we produce things that our community thrives in. You'll see those options there in the soft t-shirt and the black. I don't believe it's also in the pink as well. And you can buy it on the tote. So you have two options, two phrases. If you're not feeling Metallic Luxury on Monday, you can get Black Women and Money go together on Tuesday, you know? So you have
I love
options.
I think it's wonderful, and it's extremely exciting. And when you think about it, $35 can be a small lift for some people and not even for everyone, and we understand that. But $35 can help Randi buy a block. I just want
Mhm.
I want y'all to think about $35, one purchase, and that's just one. You know, if you want to buy a toe and a shirt, you know, you're halfway there. So I
Yeah.
just wanted to share how easy, I won't even say how easy, how accessible it is to crowdfund in the climate that we are in, and feel like you are getting something back. You are literally getting a product for this organizer from this organization, and helping
Mhm.
create generational impact. And I think that that is extremely powerful, and I love what you're doing. And so now I'll go into how Together We Fund will work. On August 22nd at noon, we will be having a virtual call-a-thon, and it's new age, right? So, you know, back in the day when something happened or somebody is raising a fund, they would put on shows on the TV, and people would be on the phone and they would call in. So we're going to put our own spin on that. Instead of doing a little show, We're going to just get into the business. We're going to get into the impact. We're going to get into the story of how metallic luxury came to be, the things that it's going to do to help impact Baltimore City and beyond. And while we're doing that, Randy and I are having this conversation. We will be equipping every single person who registers for this event with a few things. So we
Yep.
will equip them with email script. If you want to send an email to your friend about buying this shirt to help Randy crowdfund this $100,000, you can do that. We're going to send phone scripts. We're going to send text scripts. Okay. We're hitting every piece that you can think of. And finally, we will be sharing social scripts where you can just put up on social media within the time frame that we are in this virtual event, pushing people to purchase a shirt or a tote to help Randy get to this $100,000 in first block of land. It's very simple. The registration link will be available this week, tomorrow. Very excited about that. And when you register, we also will be sharing your script. So you'll get this toolkit that allows you on August 22nd to come in prepared, listen to Randy, and send your text, send your social media post, send your email, all within this time frame that we are together. And our goal is that we sell those 12,500 shirts, okay? And don't just send to one person. Maybe send to 10. There's there's several people I'm sure that like the message or want to create impact, and it's so simple, and I'm very excited about it. And I don't know, Randy, do you have anything else you want to add in? It's gonna be great.
This is the first fundraiser of many. This is the first partnership of many. Metallic Luxury is here and ready to stay. We have all the partners we need to bring you affordable housing the way you need it to fit your budget, not the markets. Let's remember that housing is about how you need to live, not how everybody else out there need to live. So we're starting with the human-centered approach, and we're starting with our clientele, which is you. And if you have any questions or any concerns, or you just want to see what they possibly can look like, let us know. We'll start posting videos and answering and sending out actual responses. But I'm excited for you all to support us and actually get building our first block right here in Baltimore City.
It's going to be amazing, and it's starting in Baltimore City. There's people who need housing everywhere. So
Mhm.
so excited and so honored to be a part of this. If you're still here, you are the MVP because technical difficulties are crazy today.
Yes.
But happy Black Business Month. We couldn't think of a better way to start this than by amplifying Randy's story and this crowd fund. Please look out for registration. It's going to be great. Randy, do you have final words before we end the live stream?
No. Let's go buy
Okay.
some shirts.
Awesome. Morganites, HBCU alumni, allies, Black women professionals, everyone. Don't be surprised if you like anything by Black woman owned about metallic luxury. You're gonna get a little message. The
Mhm.
engagement is going up from today on until the 22nd. So thank you all, and we'll also be providing the link to purchase the shirt. If you don't want to wait, you don't have to.
You can start
Okay,
today.
you can start today. You can
1 o'clock.
start today.
12:50.
All right. Thank you so much, Randy. I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You do the same.